What is up, people? BP here, and today we're going to be looking at Scott Wagner. Scott Wagner is a Republican senator out in Pennsylvania who apparently paid for over 15 billboards that pretty much depict the president, Joe Biden, in a Taliban suit with the caption, "Making the Taliban Great Again." Oh my gosh. And for those of you who have not been up to date with the news and what's going on over there in Afghanistan, let me just briefly explain that apparently when the military exited Afghanistan, they supposedly left a bunch of military equipment like MRAPs and helicopters and other weapons and whatever. But as an Air Force guy myself, I find that hard to believe. And maybe it's partially true, but when it comes to logistics, okay, the military, I used to be a logistics guy, so anytime we would move equipment, all right, we were the first ones in, the last ones out. So we had to make sure that shit got to the place where it needed to go, or it was moved from its origin. Well, anyway, so my personal opinion is we probably got most of it out of Afghanistan, but in the world of politics in America, obviously, one side's going to make the other side look as bad as possible, and that's what we see here is Republicans just obviously making Joe Biden look absolutely atrocious. But if we remember correctly, it's not Joe Biden who got us out of Afghanistan. It was actually President Trump. He was the one that originally scheduled us to get out of there. But Joe Biden gets all the credit and whatever. But anyway, this is a political game and a political ploy. But to me, it's so funny because they use, they use, one of President Trump's old sayings, to kind of, I guess, put forth the idea that, Joe Biden is the enemy. Because, Trump's old saying is "Make America Great Again." And it kind of reminds me of the Hodge twins, because the Hodge twins also, they have a slogan that says, "Making t-shirts great again." Well, this is making slogans great again. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at what he has to say about this and what the news has to say.
Senator Scott Wagner was no stranger to controversy when he was at the state capitol, and that's not changing now that he's back in the private sector. The Republican from York County told ABC 27 he's putting up 15 more billboards across the state showing Joe Biden and the caption, "Making the Taliban Great Again." Wagner is a vocal Trump supporter.
Listen, this is a real big deal that's going down in Afghanistan. I think I've made my point, and I'm you know me. I'm gonna say what's on my mind, and this is what's on my mind, and now it's on the billboard.
Wagner says there are 15 billboards up now, and with those others on the way, he spent about $15,000 on them.
Oh my gosh. So this is my personal opinion on this. All right. If you are a Republican, just like myself, I would say I'm more independent. I'm pretty fair in judgment, and I think freely. So anyway, if you are a full Republican, all right, a Trump supporter or whatever, okay, you can share this on your social media and it's fine. But you don't have to go out of your way to spend $1 million just to put a billboard up like this out in public, because guess what? He probably spent a small fortune on these billboards. I mean, I think they're like $5,000 just to put them up. And then you got to think for a whole month, if it stays up for like a month, it's like even more than that. So I think like maybe on average it's 15 grand for a whole month per billboard. So what's 15 times 15? I really can't do the math, but you get the idea. It's a lot of it's a lot of money just to make a statement. But come on, guys, like we can see whether or not the president's doing a good or bad job. And I mean, in all fairness, he's not doing that bad of a job. It's just certain things that we don't agree with in how he does things. But let's be real here. You know, Trump was the one that originally said, let's get out of Afghanistan. Most of us agreed with that, okay? And I think Biden just kind of gets all the credit, so to speak. And he really shouldn't, because, well, Trump was the one that originally had the plan, had the date planned for us to get out of there. So, anyways, woo, I just feel like people are really going over the top here, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, you guys have a great day. I thought this was pretty hilarious, and I hope you did too. And let me know what you think down in the comments below. And if you have any suggestions on what you'd like to see on this channel, please let me know.